We're heading further south to Kaohsiung National Park. We have to catch a bus to maybe another bus, or a bus to maybe a train to a bus. We're not really sure how to get the bus to get there, so we're gonna go figure it out.
We had intended to catch the Kaohsiung Express, but we've ended up on this other random bus, the 9188, which also goes to Kaohsiung, so we assume we're on the right one. Who knows?
It's about a 2-hour bus ride, so if it's going to the wrong place. We seem to have reached destination. It was about 2.5 hours, so not too bad in the end. But time to find the Airbnb and then, well,
Get us some wheels, I think.
some wheels. It's not, we were coming here for beach weather, but
It's freezing.
it's sort of cold and very windy, but you know, it can only clear up. Airbnb discovered, a little bit tricky to find, and there were like 3,000 dogs chasing us.
It was quite scary.
It's one of my fears. Dogs, they scare the living bejesus out of me, especially when they're charging at you and baring their teeth. So scary, but we found it and it's got a nice view. Very nice view. But it seems
We're in the middle of nowhere.
nowhere.
So we need to find a scooter.
there's not even a restaurant. We're waiting for a bus to take us into the little main town. It's about 2k away. So hopefully a bus shows up. It's a little bit sketchy as to what comes when.
And hopefully the sun comes out. So Kaohsiung Main Street is very quiet. Lots of stuff's closed and there aren't very many people.
Do a bit of a... Sorry if you can't hear us, it's very windy.
Little Bay's not worth a visit.
It's pretty from a distance, not so nice close up. And of course, like we said, it's not the nicest day, it's a bit grey. So fingers crossed for the sun. We have a really embarrassing love of 7-Elevens and Family Marts. There was one just over there. We've already checked out the Family Mart. Now we're checking out the 7-Eleven. They're not in New Zealand at all, and in Australia where we lived prior to travelling, they're not very good. They're just like a normal shop with no good stuff. Here, they're amazing. Hot food, hot drinks, so many cool things to look at. And they have alcohol, which is a massive novelty for us. You'll see this place everywhere, and it has amazing bubble tea. We were going to go to the beach. We keep seeing these restaurants everywhere. We're not really sure what it is. I think you get a basket, you select all the things that you want, then they put them in a soup and make up sort of a hot pot soupy thing for you. We're going to figure it out. Give it a go.
Massive plate of food has just shown up. It's like everything that we chose, and it's been cooked in some kind of sauce or a casserole type thing. We've got all sorts here. Half of it I don't know what it is, but I'm guessing broccoli, morning glory, fish ball, tofu, pork ball, highly processed tiny sausage, rice and pork blood cake, more tofu, octopus ball, unidentifiable.
I think it's cheese tofu. Look how it's melting. Can't be, maybe.
Rice noodle and more fish balls. I hope you're hungry. I'm not really sure what the sauce is, but it tastes good.
This is pork blood cake. It tastes like rice, kind of squishy rice, but has a meatiness underneath. It's not bad. Our exploration of Kenting's main street is complete. 7-Eleven purchases for the evening.
Snickers and beers.
So we've realised today's vlog has got really no content because not much happened. So we've grabbed a drink from the 7-Eleven. What do you got?
I've got a sparkling Chardonnay.
I've got a classic Taiwan beer, but Christmas themed, which is pretty exciting. First Christmas themed thing on our travels.
Woohoo.
And we thought we'd do a bit of a Q&A because we've had a few questions on our different social media channels. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, on YouTube, on the blog itself. So we thought we'd answer a few bits and bobs.
Cheers.
Well, yes, cheers. Cheers. First question. How long have we been travelling together?
Ages.
Quite a long time now.
So we've been together for about 11 years, and
That's as a relationship.
as a relationship, and I think like 3 months after we got together we met in Beijing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we just never
Yeah,
stopped.
Beijing, Hong Kong, and then we had a bit of a period where we didn't travel a lot just because studying and, you know, money and whatnot. And then we started traveling a lot more. Then we got married. We've been married for about 3.5 years, and especially since then we've been traveling as much as we can. How did you start blogging and vlogging? Well, so that's kind of interesting. So the vlog's quite recent. We started the vlog for this particular trip, and that's kind of my baby to a point. So I do all the editing, I just sort of look after the vlog. So the vlog's new, and we should probably go back to why we vlog, but we should do the blog bit first.
So we started the blog in 2013, and we started it because we were on our honeymoon and we're in Thailand, and I got made redundant on our honeymoon. And then we got home and I was sort of like a little bit slack in finding a job, and so I thought, oh well, now's the perfect time to start my blog, which I've been thinking about doing for ages and ages. And so that's sort of how it began, and it began really primarily as a food blog because we're based in Melbourne, and Melbourne is amazing for food, and then it's just grown from there. So we've been blogging for about 3 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years. 4 years.
Almost.
So I was doing the writing. I write and Thomas takes the photographs.
And so, like Sheena said, that was more food, and then travel started to come into it because we were doing more and more travel, and we were loving it. So we started more and more travel, and then it brings us to now, where the blog is primarily travel with sort of food tidbits in there.
And then the vlogging.
Oh, and then so the vlogging. So then this particular trip, we now travel indefinitely, and for starters, I really wanted a project because Sheena had the blog as a project, and video sounded fun and looked fun. I'd been watching a lot of YouTube, watching some amazing vloggers, and
it is fun.
And it is fun. So here we are. How long will you be traveling for? So I'd say that question will refer to this trip. So the trip that started about a month and a half ago, and is the start of our indefinite travel. And I guess that kind of answers the question. Indefinitely.
We've said to ourselves, we'll travel for a year, and then while we're on the road, when we hit a year, we'll just evaluate where we're at.
Yeah, see where we're at, how things are going. So we're starting in Asia. So if you've been watching the vlogs, we've been in Thailand, Vietnam briefly.
We're now in Taiwan.
We're now in Taiwan. After this, we go to the Philippines. We'll be going to Malaysia. We'll be going to Singapore for Chinese New Year. After that, we head back to New Zealand just for a tiny bit to catch up with family and whatnot.
And Australia.
And then we have a one-way ticket booked to Buenos Aires in Argentina. So then we'll start South America, Central, North America. We imagine about a year from now, so it is almost December, it's the 28th of November 2016, and I think about a year from now that will be our kind of the year we've budgeted, and we'll see where we're at.
We'll probably be in Mexico, we reckon.
Probably be in Mexico, so Central America by that point, eating tacos and having the odd Corona. This goes quite well with the eating tacos. How do you manage to eat so much in some of your vlogs? If you've been watching them, there's been quite a few night market vlogs in Thailand and Taiwan, and there is a fair bit of food.
We just love to eat. We just love it so much. I feel like eating brings people together, and we enjoy going to all the local places and meeting local people and eating their food, and I don't know, we just get so much joy out of it.
Absolute joy. And also, in fairness to us, an 8-minute vlog is kind of, that's the whole day, so it looks like a lot more than it really is. I think it's still a lot.
It's a lot of food.
Yeah, food's just great. We just love food.
We do. We do.
We do. Well, I think we'll wrap it up, but if you've got any more questions,
email us, chasingtheplate@gmail.com.
Yep, comment down below, and we will do another one of these somewhere along the line. If you're enjoying it all, please subscribe, like it, comment it. It would be really nice to have the subscription and just have you along for the ride and be able to interact with you.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Cheers.